The X's is an action animated series created by Carlos Ramos, who previously worked on Chalk Zone. I've recently done a video on Chalk Zone if you're interested, link is in the upper right hand corner of the video. Anyway, the series was created for Nickelodeon, consisting of 1 season and 20 episodes with 1 being unaired. The X's focuses on a family of spies who works for the organization, Superior. The lives are far from normal though they try to be a normal family as they try to hide the secret identity from the world, which is easier said than done seeing that they have to deal with the main antagonist Glowface, whose main goal is to take over the world. Whenever bystanders are exposed their antics and are confused, they would say that they are not spies, because that is the right thing to do, I guess. Due to the premise of the show, it has been often compared to the Pixar's 2004 movie, The Incredibles, and also an ABC espionage drama, Alias. However, they have nothing to do with the inspiration of the X's. Ramos has stated that he has taken inspiration for the series from the James Bond film franchise, the 1960s television series Get Smart, and the Avengers comic books. The members of the organization, Superior, are Mr. X, first name Tucker. He is the leader of the team and also the patriarch of the family. He has a phone in his shoe with an answering machine message that self-destructs. Mr. X is skilled in hand-to-hand combat and also a great cook. Mrs. X, the wife of Mr. X, she is the second in command for the team. Her first name is Trudy. She is an expert in hand-to-hand combat like her husband and also in martial art. She is known for doing things in an extreme way that is not necessary, such as using a death ray machine to kill a cockroach which caused her daughter's room and the kitchen to be destroyed by it. Her extreme way of doing things can get on her family's nerves. Mrs. X is also known for delivering a brutal smackdown to her archenemy Glowface. Tuesday X is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. X. She serves as the missions investigator on the team. Tuesday is the only member of the family that has some sense of real-world behavior. She can be seen rocking a punk rock aesthetic and changing the color of her hair frequently. When it comes on to combat, Tuesday has definitely inherited her mother's savagery and fighting skills. Truman X is the annoying brother of Tuesday. He has great knowledge of technology. Truman has a lab in his room where he spends a lot of his time making various weapons and other gadgets. In the episode, Homebody, Truman made a body for Homebase so he can carry the X's weapons. However, it would give Homebase problems when he attempts to stop Sasquatch, Bio Harold, and the Scream Queens on his own. Rexx is the pet dog of Truman that was gifted to him by Sasquatch, a villain that we'll get to soon, for his 9th birthday. However, it was intended to kill Truman whenever he gets the signal from Sasquatch because he was being controlled by him. Albeit, Truman would eventually snap Rexx out of Sasquatch mind control when he was reluctant to fight him and told him about all the good times they had. Next is home base. Contrary to what some of you may think, home base is not referring to the home that the X's live in, but the artificial intelligence that is the brain of house that takes care of the household chores because that Mr. and Mrs. X aren't good at doing so. He is also their advisor. He alerts the X's on missions and also a point of contact for Superior, and can be contacted from the X-Jet. Snafu, short for Society of Nefarious and Felonious Undertakings, is the evil organization that the X's are constantly fighting against. Its leader is Glowface. Glowface can be seen with his face encased in a glass globe with electrical discharges. He is attired in a rubber suit and gloves to contain his vast energies. As mentioned before, his goal is to take over the world, but he cannot do so with the X's being in the way. Some of the ways he tries to get rid of them is by ambushing the family after giving them a free coupon for a portrait, which they gladly take as it would be one way they could pass themselves off as a normal family. Another way is by breaking the leg of Mrs. X, which is the first episode of the series, by the way. Other members of Snafu includes Glowface's butler and right-hand man, Lorenzo Suave. Lorenzo is much more clever than his master and sometimes has to maneuver him into completing his plans when Glowface begins one of his rants. Lorenzo would get his time to shine when Glowface and the entire members of Snafu became sick after going to the Arctic not dressed in the proper attire. Lorenzo also is the most normal member of Snafu. Next on the list is Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a mixture between both a man and a beast. He has the ability to hypnotize or brainwash animals through his roar. Believing that animals once ruled the earth, his goal is to return the animals to the rightful place as masters of the planet. Also, he is always referring to himself in the third person. Next is Brandon, the nephew of Glowface. Brandon works as an intern at Snafu, but he is not necessarily evil, he is actually a nice guy. The Scream Queens are a duo of Banshee-esque cheerleaders with a sonic boom screech that made several appearances throughout the series. The last one I'm going to talk about is Copperhead. Copperhead is half man and half machine. He has power over magnetism. He runs on a large battery in his back, and he is also the most wanted villain, according to the episode Truman's Choice. There are many more villains that I could have mentioned, but I'm going to end it here. The X's is not the only spy family in the series. Before the X's started work for Superior, there was the Z's. They are of Australian descent. The Z's died from what Superior thought to be an accident. The next family of spies is the Y's. They are of Indian descent. They are the rivals of the X's. They are also the next door neighbor. The Y's has a similar artificial intelligence system to the X's home base, however it is more superior. It was subliminally admitted by the Y's that the Z's death wasn't any accident, but it was caused by them, and it is understandable why they would do so, because to be a part of the organization Superior, once they tried to force the X's to relinquish the job at the organization so that they can have it. It also should be known that the evil villain Glowface is a fan of them. Now, the X's premiered on November 25, 2005 and came to an end exactly 1 year after the show's premiere on November 25, 2006 after 1 season and 20 episodes. However, the last episode was never aired even to this day, so only 19 episodes have been aired. But why was the X's cancelled so soon? What went wrong? I mean, during its time the series was nominated for 4 awards and have won 2 out of the 4, which is something good. Well, for starter, it was not given any promotion by the network and was often being preempted by other shows, with little reruns. On November 22, 2007 the X's made its way to Nicktoons as part of the Super Stuffed Nicksgiving weekend, but once again it was preempted with other shows. In 2015 the X's was a part of Nicktoons' December week-long Nicktoons Holidays Marathon. That's the first time it has been aired since 2007, Super Stuffed Nicksgiving weekend. Chances are a lot of you watching this video haven't heard of the X's. That is because from the onset Nickelodeon showed no interest in the series. Not giving a show any promotion is detrimental to the show. Only 2 of the series episodes ever made the way to DVD, and that is the Nickelodeon's Nick Picks compilation series. Unfortunately for fans of Nickelodeon cartoons, that is not the only cartoon they have treated in an ill way. One of the cartoons that was cancelled after 1 season is Cat Scratch, which I've done a video on. If you're interested, click the video you see on screen, or check out the other one beside it. For now, thanks for watching.